The first movie is Shawshank Redemption. There's a goddamn duck. It's been there for the past 2 or 3 days. I don't know who the frick owns it, and it keeps quacking, and I just want it to shut up. Please, just make it shut up. Hey, what is up with another movie to show? It's me, Jopho. So I am back. I told you I was gonna keep making videos. Here they are. This video is actually a series, part 1 of the series, and this is going to be the IMDB top 250 movies and the movies I have seen. I have said many times in this channel that the only rating I trust is IMDB because they know what they're doing. Honestly, you can trust their rating system because they have never failed me once. Whilst Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic tend to be a little less trustworthy because they are like a mixture of a lot of people's ratings and it gets muddied, and yeah, IMDb is just, I don't know how their rating system works, like how they come up with the ratings, but it's always perfect. So yeah, let's get into it. I have my laptop right here as I have the whole list, and I am also at the end of the video gonna put the number of movies in this video that I have watched, and then episode 2 I'm gonna put the total number, and then so on and so forth. And then at the last episode you're gonna see how many of the 250 movies I have watched. And yeah, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about each one, run through them. It's a 4-part series because there are 250 movies. So I was gonna make it one video, but there are way too many. The video is gonna be too long. It's already too long because I've been speaking for 500 minutes. Now let's get right into the news. So the first movie is Shawshank Redemption. It was filmed it came out in 1994. It has a 9.3. That's the highest rating in IMDb history. No movie has ever gotten 10 stars. I may be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that was the first ever movie Morgan Freeman was on. It is an amazing film. That's why it's number 1, and I have seen it. So that's 1 for the counter. I'm not gonna be keeping the counter, but you're gonna see at the end. The second movie, and seriously, do not comment like, oh my god, you haven't seen this movie or that movie, or because I've seen hundreds of movies. These are just a lot that I have not seen, but all of them are in my watch list. I need a towel, I'm sweating. So the next movie, movie number 2 is The Godfather. It came out in 1972. It has a 9.2 rating in IMDb. Directed, of course, by Francis Ford Coppola. The goddamn dog, goddamn it. Number 3 is The Dark Knight. Came out in 2008. Directed by Christopher Nolan. Stars Christian Bale. Stars Heath Ledger. Stars Aaron Eckhart and Michael Caine. And I have seen it. Another 1 for the counter. The fourth movie is The Godfather Part 2. Came out in 1974. It has a 9. Directed again by Francis Ford Coppola. Then the number 5 actually surprised me, but then I said, yeah, I totally understand why, because I just made a video about this. The video that I posted right before this one is this movie, Avengers Endgame. It came out in 2019. It came out like 2 weeks ago. I have seen it. I made a video about it. I'll leave the link, in the card, wherever it is. I always forget it's there. It's an 8.9, almost 9, which is amazing. Directed by Anthony Russo and Joe Russo, the Russo brothers. Number 6 is The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, 2003. It has an 8.9 and directed by Peter Jackson. Number 7 is Pulp Fiction, 1994, 8.9, directed by Quentin Tarantino, one of my favorite directors of all time. I've seen almost all his movies. Number 8, Schindler's List. It came out in 1993. It has an 8.9, directed by Steven Spielberg, the amazing Spielberg. Number 9, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, came out in 1966. It has an 8.9 and grossed $6.10 million, directed by Sergio Leone. Number 10, 12 Angry Men, 1957, 8.9, directed by Sidney Lumet. Number 11, Inception, 2010. I have seen this one. It has an 8.8, directed by Christopher Nolan. Number 12, Fight Club, 1999. I have seen this one. It has an 8.8, also directed by David Fincher. 13, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. That's the first one. 2001, I have seen it. It has an 8.8, directed by Peter Jackson. Number 15,
Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus.
The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, 2002. That's the second one in the trilogy, but the third one we've seen here. I have seen it. It has an 8.7 and is directed by Peter Jackson also. Number 16, The Matrix, 1999. I have seen it. It has an 8.7 and directed by Lana Wachowski and Lily Wachowski, the Wachowski sisters. Number 17, Godfellas, 1990. It has an 8.7 and directed by Martin Scorsese. Number 18, Star Wars 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Really? Empire Strikes Back is... I mean, yeah. 1980, 8.7 and directed by Irvin Kershner. Number 19, One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, 1975. It has an 8.7 and the director was Milos Forman. Number 20 is Seven Samurai, 1954. It has an 8.7 and directed by Akira Kurosawa. 21, Interstellar, came out in 2004. It has an 8.6 and directed by Christopher Nolan. Amazing film, great science in it. Number 22, oh, I have seen it. Interstellar, by the way. Number 22, City of God, 2002, 8.6, and the directors are Fernando Mireles and Katia Lund. Sorry, I just love this next movie. Number 23, Spirited Away, 2001. I have seen it. I love it. And it has an 8.6 and directed by Hayao Miyazaki and Kirk Wise. I love Studio Ghibli, so yeah. Number 24, a classic, Saving Private Ryan. It came out in 1998. It has an 8.6 and directed by Steven Spielberg. Number 25, The Green Mile. Love this movie. 1999. Oh, I've seen Saving Private Ryan and this one too. An 8.6 and directed by Frank Darabont. Life is Beautiful, 1997. This is number 26. It has an 8.6 and is directed by Robert Benigni. Sorry, Italian name, I'm guessing. Number 27, The Usual Suspect, 1995. It has an 8.6 and directed by Bryan Singer. It has a couple awesome improvised scenes that are just amazing. Just know that part of the movie is improvised. Amazing. Number 28, 7. Don't get confused. It's number 28. The movie's called 7. It came out in 1995. It has an 8.6 and it's directed by David Fincher. 29 is Leon the Professional, 1994, 8.6 and directed by Luc Besson. I thought it was Benson. It's Besson. Number 30 is The Silence of the Lambs, 1991, 8.6, and directed by Jonathan Demme? I don't know. Number 31, Star Wars. Number 4, Episode 4, A New Hope, 1997. I know that one by heart. It has an 8.6 and is directed by George Lucas. Number 32, It's a Wonderful Life, 1946. Has an 8.6 and directed by Frank Capra. Number 33, Adahun. Oh, I'll put it in post. Number 33, Adahun and Headhun. That's what I'm guessing. Oh, 2018. It has an 8.5 and is directed by Siram Raghavan. Raghavan. One of those, maybe, hopefully. Number 34, Dangal, 2016, 8.5, and is directed by Nitesh Tiwari. Number 35, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, 2018. I have seen it. It has an 8.5 and is directed by, whoa, a lot of people. Bob Persichetti, Peter Ramsey, and Rodney Rothman. Number 36, Avengers Infinity War, 2018. I have seen it. It has an 8.5 and directed by Anthony Russo and John Russo, the Russo brothers. Number 37, I have seen it. It's Whiplash. It came out in 2014. It has an 8.5 and director Damien Chazelle. It's an amazing film. You should totally watch it. Number 38, The Intouchables, 2011, 8.5, and directors are Olivier, I'm guessing, Nakash, and Eric Toledano. Wow, there are a lot of recent films on here. Number 39, The Prestige. I have seen it. It came out in 2006. That's an 8.5 and is directed by Christopher Nolan. Number 40, The Departed. We're getting close to the end. 2006. I have seen it. Has an 8.5 and directed by Martin Scorsese. Amazing director. The Pianist, 2002. I have seen it. Has an 8.5 and is directed by Roman Polanski. Another amazing director. Number 42, Memento, 2000. It came out. It has an 8.5 and is directed by Christopher Nolan also. Number 43, Gladiator, 2000, just plain 2000. 8.5 and the director is Ridley Scott, just like an Alien. Number 44, American History X, 1998, has an 8.5 and the director is Tony K. I'm guessing is how you pronounce that. Number 45, we all know and love it, The Lion King. Came out in 1994. I have seen it. Has an 8.5 and is directed by Roger Allers and Rob Minkoff. Yeah, heard both of those names. Number 46 is Terminator 2: Judgment Day, the best one in the series. 1991. I have seen it. Has an 8.5 and is directed by James Cameron. Number 47 is one of the next films I'm gonna watch. Cinema Paradiso. 1998, 8.5 and directed by Giuseppe Tornatore. Number 48, Grave of the Fireflies, 1988, 8.5 and directed by Isao Takahata. Takahata. One of the next movies I'm gonna watch also. Number 49, Back to the Future, 1985. I have seen it. 8.5 and directed by Robert Zemeckis. Number 50, Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981. I have seen it. 8.5 and directed by Steven Spielberg. Number 51, Apocalypse Now, 1979, 8.5 and directed by Francis Ford Coppola. That is also one of the next movies I'm gonna see. Number 52, Alien 1979. I have seen it. Has an 8.5 and is directed by Ridley Scott, like I said a little bit ago. Number 53, Once Upon a Time in the West 1968. 8.5 and directed by Sergio Leone. Number 54, Psycho 1960, 8.5, and of course is directed by Alfred Hitchcock. Number 55, Rear Window 1954. It has an 8.5 and is directed by also Alfred Hitchcock. 2 movies in a row. Number 56, Casablanca 1942. Someone's opening a gate, but we're gonna ignore it. 8.5 and is directed by Michael Curtis. Number 57, just a couple more movies to go. The Great Dictator 1940. It has an 8.5 and is directed by Charles Chaplin, also known as Charlie Chaplin. Number 58, Modern Times 1936, has an 8.5 and is also directed by Charlie Chaplin. Number 59, City Lights 1931, 8.5 and is also directed by Charlie Chaplin. Number 60 is very much in my list. Your Name 2016 has an 8.4 and directed by Makoto Shinkai. Number 61, I love this one, Coco 2017. I have seen it, as an 8.4. Also directed by Lee Unkrich and Adrian Molina. Number 62, I love it because it's directed by Quentin Tarantino. It's Django Unchained, and I have seen it. It has an 8.4. And just like that, 62 moves up, 62 moves down, movies up, 62 movies down. I cleared them all. This is gonna be a pretty long video, but I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna keep making these until I reach 250. There are gonna be 4 episodes, but that is it. That is it for me. The counter. I have watched a whopping, I have the number right here, 29 movies out of the 62 movies I just said. I think that is more than half. It is not. I just realized, but it is a lot of movies out of a fairly small list compared to the whole list. So I have watched a few of these movies. A lot of them I'm gonna watch real soon. Yeah, I think that's it from me. I don't want to keep stealing time from you guys. Go watch a movie. Go enjoy it. If you want, you can watch one of the movies I have said right here, or one of the movies I've recommended you in the past videos. That is it from me. I love you guys. I have a second channel. I'll leave it link in the description down below. I post everything that's not movie related over there. I have a Patreon. I'll also leave it linked in the description. That is it from me. I really love you guys. I really enjoyed making this video. Hope you really enjoyed watching it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!